Skytech City's skyline was darkened by the twisted spire of the fortress, now a skeletal monument to destruction. The building was a smoldering ruin, flames and debris creating a hellish landscape. The air crackled with the remnants of energy blasts and the stench of scorched metal. At the heart of the devastation stood the Golden Lion, his golden armor gleaming with an almost palpable aura of malevolent power. His imposing figure commanded the chaos around him, the shimmering armor reflecting the inferno with an unsettling brilliance. His visor, glowing ominously, betrayed no emotion as he observed his defeated foes. The Galactic Panthers were battered and bruised. Their suits, though infused with crystal power, were visibly damaged. Tom, Derek, Kelly, and Blake, their faces smeared with soot and blood, fought with grim determination. They knew the stakes were higher than ever. With Tom's sacrifice still echoing in their hearts, they rallied for one final stand. The Golden Lion, with his full control over the enhanced armor, unleashed a relentless onslaught. His attacks were a storm of golden energy, each strike a punishing blow that reverberated through the ruins. His power was a suffocating presence, an overwhelming force that threatened to extinguish the last remnants of hope. The Golden Lion's army of robots, each a menacing replica of their creator, surged forward. These automatons, crafted in the image of the Golden Lion, but armed with their own array of weaponry, launched a coordinated assault. Their movements were precise and synchronized, creating a relentless barrage of metal and energy. The Galactic Panthers activated their mechanical aerial suits, which unfolded with a metallic whir. The suits were equipped with advanced thrusters, allowing the Panthers to soar through the air with impressive agility. The room became a chaotic battlefield, with the Panthers darting through the air, dodging laser blasts, and engaging the robot army in mid-air combat. Derek, in his sleek, battle-worn aerial suit, engaged in a high-speed aerial duel with one of the Golden Lion's more formidable robot commanders. His sword clashed with the robot's energy blade, sending arcs of light splintering through the air. "You think you can keep up with me?" Derek taunted, his voice crackling over the comms. Kelly's aerial suit was a marvel of engineering, her agility unmatched as she wove through the chaos. Her enhanced cannon roared, each shot obliterating robots in explosive bursts. "Time to see what you're made of," she shouted, her laughter mingling with the sound of her cannon fire. Her precision strikes turned the tide of battle momentarily in their favor. Blake, wielding dual blasters, maneuvered with deft skill. His suit's thrusters propelled him into a vertical assault, his blasters blazing as he took down multiple robots. "Let's get this party started," Blake called out, his dual blasters creating a dazzling barrage of energy that forced the robots into a defensive posture. In the midst of the battle, as the Golden Lion's relentless attacks pressed on, Derek, Kelly, and Blake tapped into their Werewolf Level 1 abilities. Their suits glowed with a fierce energy, their strength and speed temporarily enhanced. They moved with renewed vigor, their attacks more powerful, but the Golden Lion's armor remained an impenetrable barrier. As the battle raged, the Golden Lion's power only seemed to grow. The Panthers were forced to escalate. Derek, Kelly, and Blake ascended to Werewolf Level 2. Their physical forms underwent a dramatic transformation, their suits adapting to their increased strength. They fought with enhanced ferocity, their attacks more devastating. But still, the Golden Lion's armor absorbed the brunt of their power. With the tide of battle seemingly insurmountable, the Galactic Panthers had no choice but to push their limits further. They ascended to Werewolf Level 3. Their suits integrated the extraterrestrial crystal energy fully, their forms glowing with an otherworldly light. Their attacks became a maelstrom of energy and strength, their combat prowess reaching new heights. But even at this pinnacle, the Golden Lion's armor held firm. In the midst of the chaos, the true extent of the Golden Lion's power was revealed. He activated his cloning technology, creating multiple versions of himself. Each clone, with its own golden armor and menacing aura, joined the fray. The room was soon filled with a multitude of golden lions, their synchronized attacks creating an almost impossible assault for the Galactic Panthers to counter. The clones fought with the same ruthless efficiency as the original, their combined force overwhelming the Galactic Panthers. The air was filled with the roar of combat, the clash of swords, and the crackle of energy blasts. The Panthers were surrounded, their every move countered by the relentless onslaught of the clones. As the situation reached its most dire, the Golden Lion initiated a self-destruct sequence designed to annihilate the entire area. The countdown began, the tension rising with each passing second. In a final act of heroism, Tom leaped into the heart of the explosion, absorbing the brunt of the blast. His sacrifice was a desperate attempt to give his friends a fighting chance. Tom was thrown back by the explosion, his body severely injured. The Galactic Panthers, still reeling from the relentless assault, rushed to his side. The room was filled with the harsh light of the self-destruct sequence and the acrid smell of smoke. Derek, Kelly, and Blake gathered around Tom, their faces etched with anguish and determination. Tom's breathing was labored, his wounds severe. His voice was a faint whisper. "I've done what I could. It's up to you now." His final words were filled with regret and hope, his eyes closing with a final, pained smile. The Galactic Panthers, devastated by the loss, stood in silent mourning as Tom's life faded away. As the self-destruct sequence concluded and the room fell into an eerie silence, a new transmission flickered onto the screen. The message was cryptic and urgent, revealing a secret, high-stakes tournament. The tournament would be a brutal combat to the death, and one of the Galactic Panthers would have to enter to save their planet. The transmission hinted at the gravity of the challenge, with multiple opponents and no guarantees of survival. The Galactic Panthers were left with a choice. One of them must step into the tournament to fight for the fate of their world.